I feel it's become my duty on this channel to documentate the current state of DSP Throwback. I did choose this, I must have been a real bastard in my previous life. I was going to cover the first stream, but beside the trolls and Argentinian member bombs, it got so boring that I ended up tapping out. The channel has gained more subs since I last covered it. Safe to say that most of these are more sock accounts. It will have to be a small number of legit fans that could sit through this dumpster fire unironically. Views wise, as expected, the longer the series becomes, the less views it will get. There's a reason why Let's Play style content is fading out like DSP's hairline. Ever since streaming became a thing, it's gone harder for people to grow Let's Play channels. Unless you're very good at editing, networking, or have a charismatic personality, content creators now normally pick shorter games or have a weekly series with well edited videos. So why the fuck does Throwback exist?
And then Sunday night, get this, Retro React on DSP Throwback. Yes, I'm bringing it back. We did it 2 weeks ago. It was the first one ever where I reacted to the original Red Dead 1 playthrough. You guys loved it and said, would you do this more? And I said, well, I can't do it all the time, but maybe every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, we'll see. Well, you guys have been demanding it. Like, yeah, can you do that? It was really fun. We want to see it again. There is a poll running on the main channel page of DSP Throwback, which is youtube.com/@DSP Throwback. Okay? 4 options for you to vote on. What game do you want to see me react to? My classic playthrough of that is on Sunday night on DSP Throwback's live stream, second ever. First option, continue on with Red Dead Redemption 1. We're about 90 minutes into it. We'll get further in. Option number 2, my original run of Dark Souls 1 from 2011. The original run when I had no prerequisite knowledge of what the game was. I didn't study. I didn't have a strategy guide. I just went in completely cold trying to play the game. I raged. I failed. I had a miserable time, and I eventually rage quit in Blighttown. That could be a good one. Number 3, my original Bloodborne run from 2015, where I played the game again cold turkey. I didn't understand the differences in the engine, and I kind of flubbed about playing it because I didn't know how to parry, so I really had a rough time with my first playthrough of Bloodborne. Or one of the classics, and when I say that, I mean this undoubtedly is a playthrough that a lot of people see as one of my legendary playthroughs. Or Heavy Rain, the original playthrough from 2010, the first major Quantic Dream game I ever played. This inspired me to then go and play other Quantic Dream games in the future. A game that absolutely lent itself to my style of commentary at the time because it was allowing me to have fun and joke about while it was a very serious, suspenseful storyline. And by the way, tons to make fun of in that game. So, legendary playthrough, okay? So, basically what I would do in any of these situations, we're just going to watch back my original playthrough of those games live on the DSP Throwback channel, and I'm going to commentate over it, and we're going to laugh together and enjoy this retro vibe, just like we did 2 weeks ago when I originally did this with the Red Dead 1 playthrough.
This is the future of DSP gaming. The future is here. It's now. It's Phil reacting to Phil, talking about Phil, and answering questions from chat about Phil. We will just have Sundays where there will be no games being played. Just react for the morning stream, then DSP Throwback for the chill evening stream. At some point, DSP will just always watch his old content, and we're just going to have to get used to that, whether we like it or not.
Wow. It was like fall of 2011 when I had first played the game, and it's a unique playthrough to say the least. You guys will see once we start what I mean by that. How y'all doing? Does anyone know how to zoom in the Opera browser?
One of the funniest tidbits we got from the last Throwback stream was that Phil uses a third web browser to access DSP Throwback. So he uses Opera to access DSP Throwback, Firefox for Reacts, and Chrome for DSP Gaming. Bloody hell, DSP, you can never do the most simplest things. It always has to be some sort of cumbersome task with you.
Because I'm using the Opera browser for DSP Throwback, and for the life of me, I have the pop-out chat, and I can't figure out how to make the chat text bigger. I've tried everything, and all I can do is I can use my keyboard to like stretch, but when I do it, it seems to distort the whole window on me. So I guess I just have to put up with smaller text. It's really weird. Anyway, thank you, Lane. First contribution of the night. Lane did a super chat and says, this is going to be wild. Thank you, Lane. Yes, guys, any contributions tonight, greatly appreciated. This channel is essentially running on $1 every 2 days. No exaggeration. It makes like absolutely no ad revenue. Just being honest. You know, I only have one video a day, and the video gets like 100 to 200 views.
After a lot of time wasting, which DSP is a pro at, Phil points out his reflection on the screen and how he would stand up because of his back pain and needs to move around. He even went out of his way to reference that detractor meme, and it's quite funny seeing how much he's trying to cope with it. So, big ups to Darksy Deflow for living rent-free in his head.
What the fuck?
What, did you see that?
What's the point of a loading bar if the loading bar fills up multiple times?
Wow. Wow.
It's doing it again. What's going on, man? That was so dumb. Alright, anyway. Dark Souls.
This is great. I'm standing up, and you can see the reflection of my shorts in the room.
If it ever loads, come on.
And you might be saying, why is he standing up and wiggling side to side? Because back then I had a really bad back injury. And when I was about to sit down for hours on end playing a game, I kind of wanted to stay on my feet before I played to try to like help adjust my back. And then I would sit down and start playing, and then I would take frequent breaks. Like today I don't take frequent breaks, you know, maybe every hour. Back then I would take breaks like between every part. Every 10-15 minutes I'd be getting up and walking around because of my back injury. So you guys didn't know that because I wasn't live streaming back then.
This better not be an indication of fucking how long it takes to load. Shit, man. Alright. Bandai Namco.
Yeah, the background noise you're hearing is my air conditioner. I don't remember exactly when this game came out in 2011, but that definitely sounds like my air conditioner pumping back at the old condo that I lived in Connecticut. So that's what happens when you have a camera pointed at the TV. You hear all that shit.
The Tekken series, you know, Namco has been making for quite a long time. And then they fused with Bandai, and so I bet it's more Bandai than Namco in this case. All right, Dark Souls.
Yes, that's hilarious. Yes, that detractor meme of sway back and forth on the X and Y axis. You know how people make fun of me because I used to move around like that? Yeah, because I was in excruciating pain. Like, no exaggeration, there was shooting nerve pain up and down my legs and my back, or incredible numbness when I had my back injury that bad. So every time someone makes a joke about that and thinks it's funny, think about how I was going through excruciating pain trying to film content for people for free on the internet, and think about what kind of a person would make a joke like that. Of sway back and forth on the X and Y axis, tip me. So I could catch up on back taxes, making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sounds like ack. He's got a $6 tip from Harry Butthole. He says, you're talking about people making fun of your back injury. Reminds me how I used to make snort jokes, and then I got post-nasal drip myself. And I realized it's actually really frustrating to deal with. In my case, the jokes were always intended to be good and fun, but it's still rude. Here's the thing. You want to make fun of someone because they're terrible at a game. You know what I'm saying? You want to make fun of someone because of something they can affect. How about the fact that some people just can't change stuff about that? I don't want post-nasal drip. Do you think I want to snort once in my life? No, I don't. But I have to. Do you think I wanted to wobble back and forth? No, my back was messed up. But people making fun of that, it's really dirty. That's one of the lowest things you can do, is to make fun of someone for something that they can't help, nor can they fix, right?
If you were such an asshole the entire time, then everyone would have to make fun of you. Having a bad back doesn't mean you can use it as a shield, like the other shields you try to use, such as alcoholism and depression. There's people out there that actually have these in their real lives. If it was really a bad back, it can be treated, just like how post-nasal drip can be treated. Lots of people have it. I'll say it now. I also have post-nasal drip. Do I snort every 5 seconds? No. Do I tell people about it? Of course not. It's not their issue. It's mine, and I found ways to treat it. We made these memes around you because of your quirks, and everyone has quirks. Nothing makes you special, DSP, except your narcissistic and assholish behaviors that you present on these streams daily. Oh, and he also said this stupid shit too.
4K Catman says, why is it okay to make fun of race when you can't change that? Because a generalized joke about a race or culture is just that. It's generalized. It's not targeted at one specific person. If you're making fun of me specifically because I'm wobbling back and forth because I'm in excruciating pain, that's cruel. If you're simply making a racial stereotype joke, you're not intending to make a directed insult towards someone. You're laughing at a community kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? That's different. All right. And also, if you ever notice, my jokes about race were always meant to be funny and common, not insulting. It wasn't like, oh, that one group is so bad and this other group is so much better. It wasn't like that at all. I don't like those kind of jokes, quite frankly. That's why I never went there with my commentary. But nice try to get me in a gotcha moment. You look like a jackass.
So by DSP logic, making a racial stereotype is okay, but joking about his bad back is nuts? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, Phil, but this statement proves my point on what I said. That you're an asshole. Racism was never okay, and thinking racial stereotype humor is funny is not a good look to anyone. Try to build an actual sense of humor. Make real jokes. There's a reason why dickheads like Kirk were in your stream chats, because he've attracted the worst kind of fan base. Saying dumb shit like this gives people more fuel to hate on you, and you already get plenty of hate that you deserve. You're a racist piece of shit with 3 failing YouTube channels. Anyway, let's check the gameplay.
Oh, I could have done a plunging attack there, and it does massive damage, but I didn't know that.
I just tried to attack.
Dude, the roll is so bad when you're fat rolling. You saw how slow that shit was? I could definitely beat him here. Look, I could definitely kill him.
Ah, you fucking son of a bitch. Oh,
The battery is low. This is the battery for controller 1 is low. Connect your controller via USB cable. I'm playing with no battery in my controller. I'm playing Dark Souls. Oh my god. Yeah, that's absolutely the worst timing possible. Could you have worst possible fucking timing? Oh my god. Oh! You completely flattened. Surprisingly, the boss doesn't do that much damage to you, right? I thought he would be doing more damage than that. I'm actually doing great damage to him. Oh no, the butt splash! Look at the butt splash! Don't do— oh! The butt splash! I should heal right now. I'm doing good, actually. I'm shocked I did this well on this run. This is my first real attempt against him. Look how good I was doing.
I'm sorry you had to sit through that. This is what a throwback stream looks like. This Dark Souls gameplay isn't even upscaled. It's from the DSP Gaming channel. So he's already defeating the purpose of the upscale gimmick for his older videos. All he had to do was get a whole series upscaled once and have it for members only. This would give an actual benefit for his YouTube members. He can do members only streams once a month. That way I don't have to sit through this trash. Bill also got a $50 tip from OIC and he reached the hat goal. So now he gets to wear the night hat, which makes him look more like a dick.
I have received a very generous contribution tonight.
This is really stupid.
I just received a $50 tip from Lisa Lou, who says, thank you for a great React day. Yeah, today was an insane day. I had my standard DSP versus the Internet React show. Then I did an hour-long private patron React. And now here I am doing Dark Souls 1. It's a crazy day of reacting. But also, thank you so much. Very generous, Lisa Lou. Biggest contribution of the night. And you know what that means? If you don't, what the hell did I just type? If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you what that means. It means we've hit the hat goal, and guess what time it is, folks? Indeed, it is time. Hold on. Let's just make sure here. Okay. Indeed, it is time. Prepare yourselves, everyone, for the arrival of the great hero. Shit. Can't see. Yes. Indeed. It is official. Sir Dumas has arrived to comment on the original Dark Souls playthrough. I am here to vanquish the enemies, the demons. Ho ho!
This is really one of the most saddest pieces of content I've seen Phil make. It's actually abysmal to watch, and lazy content. It's Phil laughing at Phil. Seriously, you are 41, almost 42. What you really need is a friend. Just one friend. Don't think you can try and contact John Rambo again, he's too busy being successful. Find some random guy in Total Wine somewhere, chat about liquor, and become drinking buddies. This is my best advice right now. even though I called you a piece of shit earlier. And no, don't say cat's your friend, because we saw those streams.
Back when I used to wear the vests all the time and you guys always said platinum, platinum, platinum. Well, here we are. Return of the platinum. Haven't worn this one in a while, right? Oh man, now I'm fully decked out and ready. Here we go. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright. Let's roll.
DSP eventually hit the tier 3 tip goal. So, a successful night, as he would say. While looking like a dick with the night hat on and a platinum vest that makes him look like he should be institutionalized, Phil continued to stream looking like the mature adult he claims to be. Not much really else happens. It's Phil playing Dark Souls. So, again, just play the game yourself. You'll have a better time like always. Or watch literally anyone else play it besides Phil.
It's equipped. You need to figure out the direction to get to cycle through your items. But you gotta figure that out yourself.
Alright, so now my fire bombs are selected. Maybe if you use a firebomb on those skeletons.
No Super Real Vibe says, nice armor, sir, dumbass. No. It's Dumas. You have to spell it and pronounce it correctly. It's Dumas. How dare you?
I just like to keep highlighting how trashy and lazy this content is. Meanwhile, there are actual content creators out there that make better videos than this. There's no audio balancing, so the game is louder than he is, and this has zero production value. Well, with that being said, if you got this far into the video, I do appreciate it. Keep enjoying your hobbies. Never stop. What's the alarm for? Flying monkeys? Flying monkeys are here? Deploy the EVAs.
Rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. Tip me so I could catch up on back taxes. Making large stacks, refunding chargebacks. And my laugh sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch.